COVID-19 has devastated all nations throughout the world, infecting millions of people, affecting billions of people, and even claiming millions of lives. In response to this, ISM turned to distance learning on March 13 to teach students in the middle of this global pandemic. It's been over a year of Zooming, and the light at the end of the tunnel is not so bright. Hello everyone, I'm Emilio, and you're watching the Balitang Bamboo. On January 16, my family and I took a 2-hour flight from the Philippines to Hong Kong. After waiting for 8 hours to get 2 negative test results, we were released from the airport isolation facility at 11:30 p.m. Arriving at 12:30 a.m., my family and I stepped foot in the room that we would call home for the next 3 weeks. Yes, we had to do 3 weeks in quarantine in order to be let out. We were required to have a bracelet and several apps on our phone to keep track of our location, making sure that we don't leave. The bracelet had to be on 24/7. It is impossible to cut without the proper materials, and yes, we had to wear it in the shower. The 3 weeks and unending COVID precautions were worth it, because after our almost month-long stay, we were able to step foot in a country with very little to no COVID-19. Thinking that we would only stay here for less than a month, we ended up staying here for over 5 months, and we are still going. We were thinking of going back not long after our quarantine, but the Philippines was reporting thousands of daily cases, and the situation there was getting out of control. We had no choice but to stay in Hong Kong. Fast forward from our quarantine, about 5 months later, we are still on distance learning. So let me take you through a day of distance learning in a country without COVID-19. Waking up at 7:30 a.m., I step out of my bed and turn on my laptop for a day of distance learning. To maximize all the time I have between 7:30 to 8, I quickly shower for less than 5 minutes. I got changed for school at 7:40 and have breakfast between 7:40 and 7:50. While eating breakfast, I scroll through the news I may have missed. I go on apps like Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok if I have extra time. At 7:50, I clean up my breakfast and head to the bathroom to go brush my teeth. At about 7:55, I head to my desk to get ready for a day of distance learning. Opening my laptop and all the necessary apps needed for the day, I am ready to begin. Since it is a Friday, my schedule today looks something like this. So, my first class is social studies. Let's go. As it is a Friday, and as we do every week, we watch CNN 10s of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to take a quiz on every Friday. Let's go take that quiz. The quiz went really well. Now let's break, and next class is e-blog, so that's journalism. I'm conveniently filming this video during journalism. After finishing DigiArt, because it is my F block, I move on to lunch. My brother,
Andres,
orders lunch for us using delivery sites such as Foodpanda and Deliveroo. So today we're having Italian food from Royal Italia. So that means pasta and pizza. My next class is PE, and after that, science. In science, I'm going to be taking a test on weather, climate, density, air pressure, molecules, and more. I finished advisory and then I went to get a haircut, and I wasn't able to record, but now I'm on my way back. This is what a country with no COVID looks like. By now it is 5:30, so I'm going for a jog outside. The jog usually takes an hour to an hour and a half. I run along the beautiful and iconic Victoria Harbor. It's a breathtaking way of getting into your own zone, listening to your own music, and taking a break from the world around you. After running on the pier, there's a stunning park where I relax. After this, my siblings and I are tired from the day, so we choose to order in instead of eating at a restaurant. After eating, we're going to get some frozen yogurt from Yo Mama. Can I get a regular chocolate hazelnut? Strawberry and the Oreos, please. Yeah, thank you. Then I finish up work and do a little bit of homework and studying. Tip: if you are free for a certain period, use that time to finish whatever homework or studying you need to do. This is so that you don't give your future self more work and increases the quality of your work. I still need some help enforcing this myself. I do the study session/work for about an hour to an hour and a half. For this time lapse, I call a couple friends and watch the remaining episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Due to the lack of COVID-19 cases in Hong Kong, restrictions are minimal. Everyone is working, all while following safety precautions, as you could see through my videos outside. COVID is still out there and prevalent. Just because Hong Kong receives little to no COVID cases does not mean you should completely drop your guard. Keep wearing masks, keep using sanitizer, keep doing contact tracing, and stay home if you are receiving symptoms. I hope you enjoyed the adventure of flying between different countries during COVID, and what a regular school day is like in a country without COVID-19. Most people are in the Philippines or in a country with a lot more COVID-19 cases than Hong Kong. Even here in Hong Kong, we continue to have mass testing, stringent quarantine laws if you are in contact with someone that has contracted the virus, and contact tracing. Do the same, regardless of where you are, especially if you are in a country with a similar COVID-19 situation as the Philippines. I cannot stress this enough. Stay home as much as possible if the COVID situation is bad. It is not worth it. People are dying to COVID-19. Hospitals are overwhelmed in the Philippines and in most parts of the world. Our frontliners need your help. If you are in the Philippines, stay home. The situation is bad. Meeting up with friends is unnecessary during a situation like this. The virus should be of utmost importance.